Okay, this is going to be the move of my Messer colony. Now, I had some problems with this colony. I got this, it was a queen, 10 workers, and 1 larvae. And when I got them, they didn't do anything for a couple of weeks. And then after maybe 3 weeks, the queen laid a couple of eggs. And the test tube that they came in got moldy, so I switched their test tube, but I didn't have a regular size test tube available at the time. I had one that was large, like pretty big. And the problem with that is when you put the water in and you put the cotton in, it's too loose. So if the ants pick at it, they can flood the nest. So anyway, that's exactly what happened. They were fine in it for a couple of weeks, and then I looked one morning and there was just water in the whole bottom of the test tube from the all the way to the end. It was filled with water, and all the ants were floating in the water except for the queen. There was the queen and 1 worker were clinging to the top at the cotton end, and the rest were floating. So I thought they were all dead. So I just dumped them into an outworld of another colony. And then when I got home from work, they were all walking around, like all of them were alive again. And so I was like, wow, that's weird. So I scooped them all out of there, and I put them in this test tube. And anyway, when the nest flooded, they lost all the eggs. Like she only had 2 or 3 eggs, and they were lost. So right now they're in there, and I am moving them into this mini hearth. And I added a nest mate. I just put one of Tar Heel Ant's nest mates in the back of it, because this is going to be their foraging area, so I didn't want to have to put like a liquid feeder in there or anything. It's too small. So I mean, it would fit in there, but I'd just rather not take up the room. Anyway, so here's the here it is, and you can see it's got stalactites. There's the water tower, a large water tower, and that seal looks good. So it doesn't look like any ants can get in there, which is good, because I had a problem with that. But yeah, this looks really nice. So that's the nest mate that I put in there. And then I originally got it, it was supposed to be top mounted, like that. But these ants here, they hate like any kind of vibration or noise. Like if I clap my hands, they go scurrying all over the place. They freak out. So I decided I was gonna just put it like that, and I could shorten that too, but I'm probably not going to. I'm probably just gonna do that. So when I put stuff in here, it bothers them a lot less. So what I'm gonna do is I take their test. This is a test tube connector right here, and I just took the outrolled off, and I just want to make sure that none of these guys are in this container. But move that. Alright, so that's connected. And that was pretty easy. I would really like these test tube connectors, because that made that simple, no messing around. That slid in there pretty good, and it's also loose enough where they're gonna get some air. So I like to focus. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this tinfoil off. Just bear with me 1 second here while I do this. Alright. So there we go. Focus. There's the queen. Look, there's some eggs. That's all she's got. 4 or 5 eggs, maybe. How many workers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 10 workers. I think they came with 11, maybe 12. So she already lost all her eggs, like I said. So that's her new batch. And it's probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 eggs. So hopefully, I never get to see her, because usually she's just always freaking out. That's why I have the tinfoil covering. I don't usually like to cover my ants, because I want them like somewhat used to light so that I can see them, you know, like with the inception chamber. Those ants don't mind, but these ones, vibrations especially, they don't like at all. So I'm not gonna rush these guys too much. It's kind of a long walk, I don't know, but usually I just put a lamp. I just put a lamp closer and closer until they move. I figured normally when I take this tinfoil off, the queen just runs back and forth, but now that she's got eggs, she's kind of staying with them. But I guarantee you she doesn't like this light. I cannot believe that they're actually just sitting there relaxed. And I hope I didn't leave anyone in here. I don't see anyone. So yeah, this is just like a recovery process with this queen. I'm glad to see that she has those eggs right there. But yeah, it's going to be a while before those turn into workers, so I'd rather just have them in here. I just think it's more secure. It's just better when the colony's getting to this size. She's not moving yet. I might put this on time lapse and check back when she's when they're moved in. So the move is complete. The queen is in there. There's a couple ants checking out their new foraging area. Pretty easy to move. I just put a lamp on the test tube and they moved. Didn't take too long. So we got a few in there checking that out. They brought 1 seed with them. I think it's a Niger seed. So then the queen should be in here. I gotta move the camera a little lower. Let me bring this closer. So the queen is on the water tower. Inside, and yeah, they are in there, and they brought a seed onto the water tower with them, and the queen has her eggs. So move complete. They're gonna be in there for a while because I have a feeling they're gonna grow really slowly. All right, guys. There's the mini Hearth, my messer colony. Later.